We'll go over the Chicago Pro first.
Sounds good.
All right.
Where do we want
So
to start? What do we
yeah.
want to know about the Chicago Pro?
So for those that don't know, Matt competed in his second pro show this past Saturday, the Chicago Pro. He placed sixth out of what 28?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty damn impressive at a level like that. So um, I mean, I guess first, how do you feel?
Oh man, I'm thrilled. I mean, coming into your rookie year, especially doing indie, like objectively, I was overlooked at that show. Like it was pretty evident that a lot of people, including people who did the show, like
Yeah.
tell me, like, hey, we think you probably should have done better than you did. So it was a little discouraging. However, the feedback that I got from the judges was all very positive, right?
Yep.
Very positive, not only now, but like forward looking as well. They had a lot of nice things to say. So coming into Chicago, and of course it being a bigger show, I didn't really have any expectation. Of course, like I really wanted to be in a first call out. That was like my hope.
Yep.
But at the same time, it's like 28 other professionals. Like, that's a lot of guys. That's a lot of guys. So went there. First off, I mean, I think it was a great production. The lighting was very good. The backdrops at the Tim Gardner shows are a little bit much for me. Like I would say overall the production at Indy was much better in terms of lighting and all that stuff. And they did I will say that we were rushed a little bit because the show was running behind. Like it was kind of evident in some of the prejudging footage on like people's individuals and stuff that's coming out. But anyway, cool story for me, cool experience for me so those that don't know, at national level shows and at pro shows, you get, depending on your division, but in classic, depending on the promoter, you typically get a minute in prejudging or 45 seconds to display your physique. And this is after you come out for the numerical lineup. You do your individual one by one, and then you do the call outs comparisons. So anyway, they kind of rushed us in the individuals because the show was running behind. But anyway, after that, they bring out, they bring everybody out. They do first call out. They did top eight, and I wasn't in it. And I was on the side there, and I'm looking at all the guys. I'm like, man, these guys are all good. So like, maybe I just got to get better. That's what I said to myself. And they pulled the top four out after the first like round or two, and that left four guys there. And they brought three guys in, me being one of them. So that's presumably, fifth through 11th place, or sorry, whatever. Yeah, the fifth through 11th place. Um, I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it was, but either way, uh, I was on the outside. Big Steve looked at me. He was a head judge, moved me once, moved another guy, moved me again. So now I went from anywhere from ninth, I think it was like ninth to 11th actually, up to sixth, right? Like I worked my way up
It was
after a
cool.
few rounds. Yeah.
It
So
was really cool to see. So I know, from my perspective, right? I'm watching the live stream. I'm watching it on TV, and
thank you, Jackie.
and I remember not seeing you didn't get called, right? You're never gonna get called in the first initial batch, like you said, of eight. And I'm looking at some of these guys, and I'm like, it doesn't really, it's bodybuilding, right? We know how it goes. But I was like, I think a couple of these guys, again, they all look great, but a couple of them, I'm like, mass conditioning is better, structurally speaking, too. And I remember when the middle four guys got called out, and then Weinberger called you in, dude. It was like one, you were on the end, you started, right? And then every single pose, before they even hit a pose, I know he moved you in one spot. And then every pose, he just kept moving you in one spot, which was really cool. Really cool to see. Because I even told you this, right? The other day after the show, we were talking. You could see your facial expression kept getting more and more confident as they moved you in. And that's obviously something you're not going to see to you up there posing,
Sure.
but it was very noticeable, and you kept getting harder as you post.
Yeah, that was the other thing that Justin told me. I definitely moved up because a lot of the guys were getting tired.
You could see
And
it. Some guys were starting
I
to
actually
sweat.
watched the video back, and it's funny because Rob got fifth, I got sixth.
Yep.
And by the way, fifth through I think like ninth. We all had 1 point between us. Like it
Yeah,
was
which
pretty
is crazy.
crazy.
Which is
Yeah.
crazy.
But yeah, they worked us for sure. By the last round, me and Rob were the only ones that were holding our poses.
Yeah, you could
Everybody was
tell. You could
super.
tell. Both of you
I
just had
was getting
like,
a little winded with some of the vacuums. Like I had to reset my front double once or twice, but like this is a you have to be like mature on stage type thing. I made sure that none of the judges were looking at me when I did it.
yeah,
Um,
it's
like I would
that's
say, just
experience.
as a posing coach, I would advise you. This is my opinion. Maybe people disagree with me, but I would advise you to reset your pose if you're sucking wind or you like lose the pose, rather than just sit there and hit the pose incorrectly.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just cues like that. You need to be calm enough on stage and have enough like observability, like awareness.
yeah.
Enough awareness is the word I'm looking for to be like, okay, the judges aren't looking at me; they're looking at the scorecard. They're looking at the other competitor. Let me reset.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And at that point, like they had already done a bunch of rounds. They kept looking at the scorecard. So I was like, all right, fuck,
Right,
I
right.
gotta reset, you know?
Yeah, 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 for sure. Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
No,
you
it
know
was
why I kept
cool.
getting confident, dude? Because here's Steve brought put his eyes on me. He just kept looking at me. And that's when he would bring the mic up and he would move me. And then even when we were doing rounds, he would look at me, he would look at the other guy, and then he would, he just kept bringing his eyes to me. So I was like, all right, we're in good shape here, you know?
Yeah, it's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, it was cool. So, would either of these shows that you just did, would you do them again?
Um, yeah, 100% for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
mean, I do think I'm going to try to stick to more of the Steve and Tyler shows just to have more consistency across judges.
What's going on? What's
Because,
going on, Riley?
so Riley,
How are you?
um, because, they won't, they keep seeing your face. They're going to remember you,
Of
and if you
course.
keep getting better, they're going to reward
They're
you.
going to remember that too.
And the flip also. So it's funny. The Sam and I had this conversation today. Um, you know, for me, like my conditioning is at a high level even for a pro.
Yeah.
And like I've been given this feedback by both judges that I've spoken to at both shows. And the expectation is only to continue to get better, right?
Of course.
So if I'm showing up and I'm not better condition wise than I've been,
Yep.
I'm gonna be penalized for it.
Hmm.
Like and that but that's I think that's how bodybuilding should be, dude. It's called
Of
bodybuilding,
course.
right? Like you need to keep getting better.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. I
As
agree.
cliche as it is, we're competing to beat other people, but at the end of the day, you have to beat your last best no matter what, every single
Yeah,
time.
that's always the goal. I tell people, I know, sure you tell clients this too, like, sure, obviously we all want to win. The goal is to win, right? Of course, that's why we're training. But if you're better than your last show, even if that show was a month or 2 months ago, whatever it is within the same season, or if it's from a year to a year or a year, you take a whole year off and it's 2 years later, the goal, as long as you are better, that's all you can control. You and your coach can control, so um no, it's good, man. You looked great. Sixth place is a huge accomplishment. Obviously, some people, I'm sure would be upset at that, but it's like 6 out of 28 pros is fucking phenomenal. You
Yeah,
know,
man. I mean, I think you're kind of an asshole if you're upset at that point because
I
it's like
agree.
objectively, like I'm a rookie, right? Let's
I was
just
gonna
put it
say in
this
your
way.
rookie year, bro, and
Yeah,
you beat some Olympians, and you beat guys who beat you a month prior.
both of the guys that I competed against, I beat.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. So it's like all around, I think it's a huge win, and
Yeah,
should be proud of that.
yeah. If somebody else is in my shoes and they're not happy, I think that's almost arrogance.
I
That's okay.
100%.
But progress is progress,
Yep,
and of course
absolutely.
I brought a better package to
Absolutely. Bigger,
Chicago too. I
fuller.
was 5 pounds heavier from my lowest to my
Yep.
highest.
Yep. Yep. Awesome, man. So, you got any last words on the show or
So thank you to everybody for all the support. It meant a
yeah.
lot. Definitely was going through it during that prep. That type of shit definitely helps. So
Yeah.
much appreciated. Thank you, Ricky.
Yeah. Awesome, man. All right. We got some questions, I know. Um I know you said you got one, so let's go and I have a few. We'll go over them.
Yep.
What do you
So
got?
mine is how soon in advance of a show should you register for it? And I would just tell you probably like I don't know, no sooner than a month out because anything could happen and you don't get your money back.
Yeah,
Like
I was gonna
I
say.
made the mistake of registering for Universe in 2023, and I turned pro 2 weeks before it competed. So I ate that like 350 bucks.
I didn't even I did not even know to this day that you registered for it.
Well, dude, I was like fucking 5 weeks out.
Bro, yeah, I mean, you would have been peeled inside out for that, but it was like when the body just started to go, it was like, might as well. We're in striking distance. Might as well just do it now.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, we didn't even
Yeah.
have to do anything crazy to get there. Like,
No. Oh man. Yeah, I would say anywhere between a week and 4 weeks out.
you know,
And you know what I mean? It really just depends on someone's finances, where you're at. If this is like a shotgun type prep where you just started with a coach and neither one of you, but you're like, hey, we'll try, but we don't know if you're going to be ready, wait till a week. You know what I mean? Like 7 to 10 days out. If it was a full off season with a coach and you already prepped before with them and you know you're going to be ready, barring like an injury or something, 2, 3, 4 weeks is fine. Um, awesome.
that's all I got.
I got, how do you know when an athlete or a client is ready to start using PEDs? Which I think is actually a really good question.
You're ready?
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta have everything else in place for a good period of time and a solid foundation. And also, I think you should be at a reasonable age too.
Yep. That's what I was gonna say. I don't
And
know.
their blood work is good too, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if there's like an exact right answer for this, but I would say first thing, how old is the person? If you're 19, 20, probably not. you know, if you are, been doing it for a while, like you've already competed a few times, you can get through a show prep, a true show prep, right? You know how to get into condition and shape. Um, and like you said, dude, everything else is in order. You've been on plan for, I would give it minimum 6 months, where
Yeah,
you could follow your plan 99.9% of the time, barring like if you got sick or some shit in life came up, you had to miss a meal here and there, but everything is, the boxes are checked. Another big thing to me, too, man, is how to train. You don't have to be an expert at it, but you're not just going into the gym slinging weight around for 1, 2 reps, thinking you're just going to take gear to go in and bench 405. You know what I mean? Like you're actually know like how to train, proper connection, tempo, mechanics, all that. Um, and then blood work, like you said, I think blood work is massive, right? If your blood work's fucked up and you want to do it anyway, like do that shit on your own time, but like a good coach isn't gonna advise that, right? You got to make sure all that's good. And also that you can get blood work. Some people don't have insurance, some people don't have the funds
that's
to
a big one actually, man. He's like, you're taking a risk. Like,
yeah.
how
Yeah.
many how many people do you know have had to get like their shots drained and shit like that? Not only that, but like injuries. Like, let's be real. Like, anabolic steroids does not help the integrity of your soft tissue by any means. Like putting a lot of strain on it.
No, fuck
Of
no. Look
course,
at look at me. Look at my leg.
I mean, bro, look at both of us. My
Yeah,
bicep,
it's
your
true.
fucking, your knee, like your quad. So, yeah, of course, there are things that we could do to help that. And like, I personally am a big fan of having my clients run load like literally like 120, 160 megs of DECA
Yep.
just for the collagen synthesis. It's not even really like you're going to get some benefit from it, of course, but it's not like a cycle of DECA. You know what
Of
I mean?
course. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um. uh, so yeah, I mean, fucking, you
Yeah.
got to be careful with that shit too.
I'll tell you what, man. I started using that glow peptide from Modern Aminos since we got linked up with them.
That's BPC,
T
GHKCU,
and
TB.
TB. Yeah, I started using
That
it.
was the trifecta stack that I did for my arm,
I
dude. But
know.
it was pharma.
Yeah, so I did that obviously, as you know, for my knee, but everything was separate.
Yeah,
um, and I'm just using it like I literally just started it yesterday. So I'll let you know how I feel. But it's just like for my other knee, man, my shoulder, like we're 32, man. It's just we're achy. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Um,
yeah. And honestly, like things like this are getting popular just in like the
General wellness, I would say.
yeah, because like people don't realize how many people as they get older actually take care of themselves, like from a beauty perspective, like Botox. Like I get Botox, I'm not gonna lie, in my forehead. Um,
It looks lovely.
These things are, you know, the goatee and everything. Uh, no, fucking, yeah, you know, I try to look good, but these things are starting to get more popular in that realm.
Yeah.
Um, you know, growth hormone, GHKCU, like because they do have serious benefits to things like cell regeneration and um the way your body produces and absorbs copper, which is one of the really important things with regards to aging and anti-aging. Like your body doesn't really utilize copper well as you get older. The copper tripeptide really helps with that. So these things are massively beneficial, and it
Yeah.
sucks because the FDA is now starting to crack down on all the underground places that we get it for, you know, the research chemicals, right, like the amino asylums of the world and stuff like that, because they're such great alternatives to drugs and they're inexpensive relative to drugs. So it's a real shame.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but I think like um I asked so did you got your code for modern aminos? Did you message the owner on WhatsApp, right, or whatever it was? Or whatever he asked?
No, oh fuck, I gotta have that call with that guy.
Yeah, it wasn't a call, bro. I didn't have a call. I'll tell you when we get off this. But
Oh,
but
uh,
anyway, he's a cool dude. So we've been messaging on WhatsApp and whatnot. So I'll tell you when we get off, just so you know you should get on it though. But I'll
I
tell you.
have so much on my plate right
I,
now.
I know if I could do it for you, I would. I don't know if you would let me, but anyway, he sent me a bunch of shit, dude. Like a bunch of shit, bro. He sent me like 4 bottles of the glow. He
Oh
sent
fuck,
he
man.
he sent
Damn.
he sent me two
He's
things.
not gonna send me shit. I fucking
No,
sniffed
no,
the guy.
no. He will. He will. He will. He will. Yeah. He will. He sent me like NAD and glutathione, which I'm waiting for like the green light to use them, but like I'm assuming they're fine. Um,
Well,
so I was going to use them at like 200 a week. And then the glow every day. I think the glow breakdown of what I'm doing is like 500 TB, 500 BPC, and like I think maybe 200 of the copper peptide. Which I know for the recovery, I think we were doing what, like twice, 2 or 3 times as much. Yeah, it was a good amount, but I figured just for anti, anti like fucking myself up more, it would just be
yeah, you're only
okay.
gonna benefit. You're only gonna
Yeah.
benefit
So,
from it.
and I got a question about peptides. It was like, hey, what peptides would you recommend? Um,
It
you
depends on what
know,
you're trying to do.
and that's what I was gonna say, right? So like, it kind of just leads
I've
into
been
the
getting
next
this
question.
question a lot too, actually. Even like in the gym,
Yeah.
people will be asking me that question. It's like,
Yeah.
well, what do you want to use them for?
So I think like for like the fat burning, like obviously the GLP-3. Yeah, have you used that with somebody yet for a full prep?
No, I
No,
only
me
have ever used anything like that. Like I'm using brand true tide with one competitor in reverse. That's
in the
all I use.
reverse. In the
Yeah, but
reverse.
I am gonna be using it with other clients like Gavin and stuff like that
A
who have
hundred
really
percent.
high appetites.
Yeah, so like I think I told you I put Justin on it for the PA muscle. Like I
Pussy,
think what'd you say?
pussy.
I put him on it at like 6 weeks out. I know, like typically you could start it even sooner. I know, but it was just the time frame. And it killed his appetite, which is actually good. So he stops complaining about food. But I'll tell you what, man. I don't know if you've seen like his pictures he posted, but he's definitely leaner. You could see the difference.
I haven't seen any pictures. You'll have
No,
to
but
send to me.
yeah, you could see the difference. But I would say like from a fat burning standpoint, like me and Matt said, GLP-3 or the retatrutide's like it's really good. There's a ton of studies now on it. I know the SLU PP332 is like really getting a lot of notoriety too for fat loss. I would say HDH Frag is a fucking gem for fat loss.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm using that right now. So one of my clients doing Long Island and Nationals.
yeah.
What I wanted to do is hit them hard out of the gate. Like I'm pushing
With the
them pretty
frag,
hard out of the gate with the frag, with the cardio, with food, hitting him hard out of the gate because I want to feed him up a bit, and while he's lean, when I can, like reverse him during the prep and then push him again. And
is
then
he
when
on the
he's
GLP-3 as well?
no, not yet, not yet. We're gonna start it. I'm gonna be completely honest though. To anybody listening to this, like you do not need this fucking shit. Like I'm
No,
telling
no, no,
you,
no.
like
Me and Matt have
you're
gotten
not
people
you're
peeled
like
without it.
so yeah, so that's this is a perfect example. I will say like genetically I'm gifted with regards to condition. Like it took me 7 weeks to get
Uh,
lines to my butthole, you know. But anyway, like let me finish the thought. because it is important to know that, like, yeah, these things can be good tools, but you do not need them, and they may not even make you like they may make you percentage wise better because you're not worrying about the hunger, you're not like sleepless and all that stuff. So I'm not saying it's not a good tool. It may be a perfect tool for you if you're somebody who does struggle with appetite to a very high level, but you do not need any of this shit. I didn't even use any thyroid, no T3, no T4 for my prep. And if you're listening to this, I'm probably going to be in better condition than you will ever because we have a very small base and we don't have any very high level athletes listening, to be completely honest, right? Like elite level athletes, I mean. We definitely have people that can get there in time, but that's the point I'm making is like these are good tools, but just remember you really don't need any of this shit.
I agree. Yeah, I
Fat
agree.
burners are so overused.
Yeah, I agree. That's why, like, I will really like only I'm only like really going to advise people to take like caffeine and yohimbi. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I
no,
mean?
like climb too. Like these
Oh,
things
and
again,
well, I was
like
talking over the
use
counter. I was talking
yeah,
over the
yeah, like
counter.
climb too. I mean, yeah, and
That's
even over the counter, like I'll leverage the ephedrine stack, like
yeah.
all these things. These are all tools. Like I'm not against
So
using them. I'm
I
just
think
saying, like
I
hard
agree.
work will get you there. Hard
Oh,
work will get you
100%. And I think too, man, like it's a good point. Like these Clen, the ECA stack, caffeine, yohimbine, they're all true and tested for decades. You know what I mean? Like these have been around for more than the last year or two that these new peptides are coming into play, right? Is what I'm trying to say. So like you don't I agree with your point. You don't need them to get in shape. I think they're all situational. Am I going to put somebody like David or Matt or Brandon on GLP-3? No. They don't need it. You know what I
there.
mean? Right?
Right.
I agree with the appetite thing. I think if somebody is trying to get to a show and they're at a much higher body fat, I think that in my opinion is where something like the retatrutide or that SLU PP332 or whatever it is can come into play to just get them a little further better than they could just naturally in a crazy deficit. I think also too, like individuals like that, that's where the T3 comes in because of how hard you have to press the
Yeah,
deficit.
the T3, like let's be real, that one, like there is a health perspective to
I was
T3.
just about to say that for your
You
down
know, like
regulation. Yep.
exactly, yeah. So I'm like I'm not against using T3 at all. I think
No,
it's
of
a
course,
fucking
right, right.
one of the most useful things in the arsenal, one of the most beneficial things in the arsenal. But yeah, I'm not trying to crucify on any of these things. I think there's times and places to use them, absolutely.
I think for anyone listening, that's what exactly Matt and I are saying. Like you don't need to throw in T3, T4, Clen, Yohimbine, four peptides, growth hormone, HGH frag, and all this when you can do probably a fourth of them, two of them, and still get in shape as long as you're training your balls off,
Right.
hitting all your cardio, hitting your daily steps and your expenditure, listening to your coach, and dieting your ass off. That's what we're trying to say. But dude, there's some people.
And taking DMP.
Oh my god, bro. Yeah. But yeah, no, that was a good question, I thought. So like
Oh
any
yeah,
of
great question.
any of them, I mean, we'll use, right? Obviously, we're getting more experience with the retatrutide now, like you said, with individuals. And but you again, you could still get on stage without it. I think that's Matt's point, which I think is very important to note. Um, I think Matt and I have been shredded like to think a good bit of times together, like combined. And I don't think we've ever used GLP-3. T3, yes, but I haven't used GLP-3.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And we didn't use T3 for Big Cat. I think
Should not.
that no, that's what I mean. Like I think
Or Easterns. I only used it for junior nationals. I've
yeah,
only ever used it for junior nationals, actually.
I remember we put it in the last 4 weeks because we
Yeah,
started to press you really hard, and
yeah,
that
it
was
was the
it.
best.
And that's what I'm saying. It's just like time and place for everything. That motorcycle or car was loud as shit.
It was a motorcycle. Yeah,
Like, yeah,
it snuck up on me over here.
yeah, time and place for everything. I think that is the biggest takeaway.
Yeah, I mean that goes for any period, right? The only like drugs are it's like free ball it, like run it all year is like your TRT, like maybe growth, but I do think there is some benefit to coming off growth as well.
Oh yeah. I agree with. I for
Yeah,
sure.
see, so this is a perfect example. So Janine, who's a friend of mine and a new client of mine, she's Matt said his girlfriend.
She put a nice note for
She
us too in my question box.
oh, really? Awesome.
Yeah. She just
She's
said
awesome.
she's really happy to be a part of our team, which
Uh,
I'm glad you're here. We got a good group of people, man.
yeah, yeah, man. We're thrilled to have Janine on board, and we like to have other parents on board too, because like we get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we do.
Um,
We sure do. Uh
um, hold on. What was my thought? Oh,
hereditary type.
she's reversing out of her curtains and they're running and dude, it worked like immediately.
If you don't,
It was so good.
if she's okay with it, and you don't mind me asking, how much is she using?
Um, yeah, I mean, just a milligram a week.
Yeah, that's perfect. I think the sweet spot is like 1 to 2 milligrams per week. Again, depending on how big the individual is. But it's
Yeah.
it like she just said she's only using a gram a week, and she already feels it kicking in. Are you having her do it an everyday type thing, or like every single day? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good, man. Where did she get? Where did you get it from? Modern Aminos.
I don't know where she got it from.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure. Like, I'm only asking just because, like, if they're ever sold out, it's good to know she got a real peptide in it. So
Yeah,
if we ever need backup,
yeah.
I mean, Asylum's back too. You know that, right? Yeah,
All right. Well, if you want a client who spent $300 with them,
they're
then
not
not
they're
very
not Amino
close.
Asylum anymore. They're called Soma Chems.
All
I
right.
just saw somebody post it the other day. It's the same owners, I guess, and apparently the code I like put something in the cart and put my code in, and apparently it works. I'll be honest with you though, dude. If like some of these HMG or HCG, great, but like, dude, their prices are fucking expensive.
Yeah, and I was gonna say a lot of this stuff is more heavily dosed with modern aminos too.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Like the monster pump versus the citrulline blend that they have, it's like double the dose.
On modern aminos.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, what modern aminos has a pump?
Yeah, I bought it actually. Oh, jam that shit in my arms off even.
Let me. What is it called?
I don't know. I'll let you know in a second. Let me mute so you don't hear me opening it.
Um. Anyway, I got one more good question. I got two of them, but they were just like stupid fucking. I don't know. One was like a sexual question that just was fucking dumb, and then the other one was what I can't hear you, but I can. I just already know what you said.
What was it?
What was it?
Yeah, what was the sex question?
It was it was it asked if we're men that prefer ass or boobies.
Oh, I'm a generous lover. I like them both.
I was gonna say the same thing. I was gonna say this 50-50 there. Um, the last question I got, which I thought was pretty good, was as I'm gonna read it word for word here.
If
As
it's really loud,
experience as experience no, you're good. As experienced coaches, what do both of you see the top three qualities in your most successful clients? Which I think is a really good question.
top three qualities in most successful clients. Okay. Um,
Sam, don't worry,
num
he has mine.
that's why it doesn't have boobs. I mean, your boobs aren't that small.
He has mine, Sam. He has mine.
No,
Problem.
she should give herself more credit. But anyway, top three qualities. Number one, they actually love every part of the process.
Yeah.
They don't do it for the likes, you know, they do it because they fucking love it. Number two, they listen to everything, you know, like they actually do what's on the plan. And number three, they communicate.
Yeah. 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 They're eager.
Yeah.
They're eager and enjoy what they're doing. And even when like they're 4 weeks out and they're not like sure they're in the hardest part of the suck, they're they're still doing it with a smile on their face and being thrilled for the progress they're getting at that point every day or every 2 days or what have you. Um, Number two, like you said, they listen and and uh and they don't question what you're doing, right? They ask questions, but they don't question what you're doing.
Yeah. And I don't want to think like a client can't like There's going to be times where a client is going to worry that they feel like they're questioning their coach because they
Yeah.
might have a perspective. If any of my clients are listening, like come to me in that situation because I'm going to listen to you. Like for example, I during my trip, like I felt I needed to be fed more during a certain period. I made that clear to my coach, and I believe that that had an impact on how much he fed me. Um, that wasn't me questioning him. That was just me as an experienced athlete and coach giving feedback.
Yeah.
Now, Milf Lover waved to me. What's up, buddy? Um, our favorite viewer. Um, Now, like that being said, if you go to your coach and you're like, hey, I'm in the middle of it's the suck, like you said, and I think I need to be fed more, like the answer might not be yes, that you need to be fed more. Like you might have to be flatter to get the result we need,
Yep.
right? I think Steve and I are both experienced enough and just talented enough as coaches to know when to push and pull on a client. So, we may say, hey, yeah, you're good feedback. Thanks for letting me know. Like I was thinking about feeding you anyway, and this confirms it, right? Your
Yep.
performance in the gym is down, you're feeling like shit, and you feel like you
Yep.
need food.
Yep.
Or it might be, hey man, like we really gotta push for the next level of condition. Keep checking in the next couple of days and I'll determine when we're gonna feed you.
Yep.
So yeah, don't be afraid to like come to your coach if you truly feel like that something might need to change. Just
Yep.
have a justification for it. Don't just be like, oh yeah, I want it because I'm hungry.
Yeah, no, you don't don't just fucking tell me, "Hey, I want sushi today because I'm hungry and I can really." I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. My goal when I grow up is to be as handsome and big as Mr. Norman.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
not I'm not this devilish all year, man. Don't get used to me looking this good. Santa Claus will be back soon.
Oh my god. It's just the way he said that. Mr. Norman. My god. Bro,
When
if
are
we're
you
not
joining the team, buddy? Come
yeah,
on,
what the
man.
fuck? Yeah, what's going on with you, dude?
Pick
Let's
your poison.
let's
Flip a
hit put
coin. Pick between me and Steve.
yeah, let's put him on the spot now.
Yeah,
We're not
motherfucker.
talking until you answer. We're not talking. I got that was the last question I had, and then I wanted to talk about
Respecting the elders, dude. We are the elders. We're fucking old,
it's
bro.
actually pretty sad. It's so bad, dude.
80 hours a week. Cool. It's like
Damn,
me.
what do you do, MILF lover?
Fucking takes care of all the milfs.
It's a good point. It's a,
What is our next agenda item?
um, coach client non-negotiables.
Oh,
So I have a reel. I'm going to post. Who's JC Gaines?
JC. So another friend of mine. He started as opposing client.
Oh,
Then
you're
I took
doing
over
training, right?
his training. But
Nice,
he's coming on board for the full shebang.
my man.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So coach client non-negotiable. So I have a reel I'm gonna post up probably tonight if I my old ass remembers. But um so for those that like haven't worked with a coach before, I know Matt and I were talking about this before we got on. There's certain expectations, I guess that's a fair word to use, dude, that your coach is going to expect of the client because the partnership has to be 50-50. The coach can only do so much and the client can only do so much. Everyone has to meet in the middle. Coach gets good biofeedback, coach can adjust and tell you what to do. The client follows their plan and does their end, and everything kind of meets in the middle to come full circle. So if you want, I'll go over the kind of the ones I put in the video. I know there's obviously a handful of them, but
Yeah.
so
Go for it.
we could just touch on these five. So I put number one, as the client, your work ethic has to match your goals. Don't come to a coach, don't come to Matt or I and say, hey, I want to compete for the first time and or the second time, or I need a new coach because I want to do another show, whatever the case may be. Don't come to us with a goal and your work ethic not match getting there, right? Because our work ethic is going to match that. Right? We're going to map the plan out. We're going to tell you to see form videos. We're going to require blood work. We're going to write everything out and answer you in a timely fashion and do everything we can to support you in getting there. But if you tell us I want to compete, and then every other week there's some bullshit excuse of I missed these meals, I cheated on my plan, this and that, that's not showing your coach that you have the work ethic to meet the goal that you came to us with, right? Because goals demand effort at the end of the day. They're not just going to get there, you know? So, you have any thoughts on that one?
I agree 100%, man. Like you
Yeah.
said, you kicked it off really important. The effort is always it's going to be 100%. It has to be 50% each way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean, dude, like it's very clear when a client starts to stop putting in effort, and there's only so many times that you can have the conversation. Like, dude, I can't keep leading a horse to water. Like, um, so yeah, I mean, trust me, it's probably the most important piece. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Um, Number two, communication is everything. And I know this is like one of your biggest ones. So,
Yeah, yeah,
but
and I will say, I think I'd say my clients are good at it. I think they are because I think everybody seems comfortable coming to me when they have something. Because I make it so clear, like, please, sorry, I just got a client notification. That's
very
important,
good, bro.
but um, yeah, no, like it'll just avoid a lot of conflict if you communicate with your coach.
I tell people all the time, your coach cannot fix what they don't know, right? So if you cheat and you don't tell us and you start gaining a pound or two every week and you've been losing, what the fuck's going on? At the end, like, you got to be honest, right? We're not going to reprimand. That's not our job. Our job is to kind of talk you through it, guide you through whatever it is. Obviously, there's going to be some level of account, right? Self accountability there. Like, but you got to learn at the end of the day, you got to learn from mistakes, and nobody's perfect, right? But if you don't communicate, if you don't ask questions, you start changing shit on your plan that you don't like without communicating. You don't start asking whys and stuff like that's when shit goes haywire and things just aren't a good fit. You know what I mean? Um, I think a big thing you brought up too is I feel like we do a good job of getting to know our clients, and it's not just a hey, thank you for your money type thing and just check in with me next week. You know what I mean? It's we're answering them, we're talking to them, we're conversing, and we get to know individuals better and more so we can then coach them better, right? So,
Yeah, yeah, and that's a big thing. Like when you work with people that have like way too many clients,
yeah.
you really do become like a line on a spreadsheet. Almost.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless you're one of
Yeah.
the best of the best, or you're one of their friends, like so it is.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. Number 3, your coach cannot want your goals more than you do.
Well, yeah, that aligns very much so with the first point, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I put here, right, my reasoning. If your coach is showing up for you more than you're showing up for you, it's not going to work. Right? So if I'm reminding you to check in every week and you're not showing up for your check-in for you to know that this is going to make you better and give your coach that feedback, how the hell is it ever how are you ever going to get to where you want to be? I put here your vision has to matter to you first. You know what I mean?
You'll remind people to check in. That's very nice of you.
So sometimes so for
That's a level of
example,
respect for me. That's respecting for me. If you don't check in, I'm not. It's not my job to do that. That's
so
don't. You're disrespecting me by not checking
I I I uh I completely agree with you. Now, for some clarification on that, if somebody just starts with me, for example, and I tell them in my initial video, right, that like, hey, your first check-in is going to be Wednesday morning, whatever date, right? All check-ins are due by 10 a.m. and they don't, I'll send a reminder like, hey, so and so, just so you know, like today's your first check-in, like make sure it's into me on time. Oh yeah, no problem. I'm good with like, I was already sending it, whatever. Or oh wow, I'm so glad you remember because like they're not into that habit yet. You know what I mean? And that
Mhm.
reminder, I feel like starts to get that better habit, starting to build. If it's a client, the second situation I'll do that in is if it's a client who's super consistent with check-ins and it's been 6 months, right? And it's been 6 months and they haven't missed a check-in, and then I don't hear from them. I'm gonna check in with them to say, "Hey, you have your check in," because it's not like them,
Oh
and
yeah,
I
yeah,
want to make
yeah.
sure they're okay. You know what I
Yeah, of
mean?
course. That's
Um,
another story. That's another story.
yeah,
No,
but
but
that.
like when I have clients who consistently don't check in,
Oh yeah, no, I'm
I'm
not
sorry.
reminding.
Like that's
Yeah,
that's very,
yeah,
it's just
no,
disrespectful. Like it's another thing if you hit me up and you're like, hey, I'm working late or I'm sick, I'm not feeling well. Like that's completely another story. Like tell me because
doesn't.
my answer every time is gonna be like, yeah, like check in another day,
Yeah, just check in tomorrow. But also
dude.
too, that scales up to communication is everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
It, like
mean,
everything
yeah,
ties
period
in
of the
hand in
story.
hand. Um, this one is the next one I put here that is probably one of my biggest pet peeves is check in on time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And if you can't, like Matt said, communicate it. I got held up at work. I like sure we're fucking reasonable dudes. Just check in tomorrow. Or does
Yeah.
another day this week work? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not a
just
big deal.
at the end of the day, we don't ask for much. Like your check-in deadline is what, 10?
Yeah.
Mine is 11. Like, I'm sorry, if you're not waking up before then, again, if you work overnights, this doesn't apply to you. Like we already know that obviously because we find these things out when we work with somebody
Initially,
initially.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, if you are a normal schedule person, like there's absolutely no reason you can't wake up and send us pictures by 10 or 11 a.m.
Exactly.
And just take it from guys like Steve and I who do this shit, but we also have kids and careers, and like it's we like I don't have empathy when you don't have an actual excuse for checking it late, and
Yeah.
I like no matter what you will get a response the next day, but it's just kind of a matter of respect. You can carve out 5 minutes for me in the morning.
Yeah. Mine's not even the next day, dude, because my whole thing is, and I know you'll agree with me, is I'm not going to put 20 check-ins the next day on hold because you were late and didn't communicate. That's disrespectful. You know what
Yeah,
I
for
mean?
sure.
Yeah. And then my last one here for my reel was be coachable. And I put here, you hired a coach to help you get to the next level and not to stay comfortable. That means taking feedback from your coach, and it means doing the things you may not have done previously or some things that are new to you that your coach asks of you. Stepping outside of your comfort zone is a huge key to your success. Take your coach's feedback, learn to apply it, and allow it to make you better.
Yeah, yeah. I think this is most important usually for the guys who've been around the block for a while.
Yep.
Yeah, because they're stuck in their ways. They're like, oh, well, I've never done that before. It's like, oh, well, there's a reason you've asked me for my help, so we're going to do what I'm going to say we're going to do. Because I mean, at extreme levels, I mean, I've heard of stories of, and this is like in the pro league, but people who are like, oh, well, I don't do cardio. It's like, okay, well, you hired a new coach and he told you to do cardio. I don't care how many shows you want, do the fucking cardio. It's like, um, but yeah, that I think that's an extreme, like the no cardio thing. But yeah, no, a lot of the old heads are going to be stubborn, and yeah,
Remember that guy?
that's the
Remember
main
that?
culprit. I already know
that
who you're gonna say. I already know who you're gonna say.
that guy, what was it last year?
Yeah, that you dropped like a week or a couple of weeks out.
Yeah, he was like 3 weeks out. And that was so funny. Oh God, what'd he say? He was like, no communication and check-ins, never fucking checked in on time. I think like 2 times he checked in on time in like 6 months. And then I forget what he said, dude. This shit, it's so funny looking back. He was like, "Oh, at work when I'm hungry, I just eat oranges or mandarins or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that." I was like, or clementines. He was like, "Yeah, I just eat 6 clementines when I'm hungry at work." I'm like, "Bro, you're 4 weeks out. Like, what do you mean?"
uh,
He's like, "Well, I'm hungry and I work." I'm like, you didn't think to tell your coach like you just are chowing down on fucking 27 clementines a week? Like like and then what he say? Oh, I haven't been doing the cardio for like half the time because it makes me tired in the morning. I was
stupid.
I was like, what
Bill
the
Clover used to check in the bathroom at school. See, that's what it takes. If that's what it
yeah.
takes. That's what it takes, man. Like, if
Yeah,
you
it
got to
is
put in
what
the
it is.
fucking
Yeah,
hours. But
100%.
like, I'll tell you what, when you're doing that shit, your coach respects you like a lot.
Without a doubt, we see it, we respect it, we get it.
And
I
anytime I get an out of normal environment check in, I'm like, oh, where are you at? Like traveling. It's like when they're like, yeah, it's like, oh, well, thank you for checking in.
yeah, dude, they people get it, man, and I mean, it is what it is. But those were the five that I listed. Obviously, there's a lot more. Do you have any other ones that you would say like are important?
Non-negotiables, just please respect my time. Like, please don't like text my personal phone. especially like anything coaching related. Like if we have a personal relationship, I actually encourage them to text my phone the personal
Yeah,
things
yeah,
because
yeah.
once 6 o'clock's rolling around, I'm not popping open the Metropolis app or WhatsApp for those that I still have on there. And weekends, like again, remember, like Steve and I have families, right? So if you have a question that can wait until Monday, like I'm honest, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna respond to your question if I see it at a principal because I do make it clear that I don't work on weekends unless you're a prep athlete, which is another story. I'm always gonna get
Yep.
back to my prep athletes. Um, but yeah, just remember, like, if that Sunday question isn't super dire, like maybe don't send the message, maybe wait till Monday. Just read the room a little bit sometimes. That's
I
my non-negotiable.
I I agree. And another good one too, is please do not expect to be close with your coach right upon hiring them just because you see another client of his is they're close. That is something in my opinion that is earned. That you know what I mean? Like you don't just onboard with a client and expect, "Oh, um oh, I'm gonna be, in, um, I'm gonna be able to text him and go to his shed and work out with it. That shit's earned. That is not a mandatory of online coaching. Am I
Yeah.
wrong?
No, yeah, yeah, of
Y- y-
course. It's the
You
same thing.
know,
I got a lot of local clients on Long Island, and they want to train a lot, and it's
yeah,
like
and it's like, yo, that training time is my personal time where I unwind, right? My therapeutic time, right? Where I'm
it's
not
my
working.
only time. That is
Yeah,
my
that
only time.
I think it's fair to say for both of us it is. You know what I mean? Because like you said, bro, multiple times on this podcast, we have families, we have kids. It's like when like once the workday's done, where what is our duty?
Well, I'm usually doing more work, but
Right, right. But
that
like
or that I'm dead.
or dad, right? So it's like, and people don't get that's also a full time job with the kids. So it's like we don't really get a break, and that's why it's like we get we try to be very strict with like, hey, if you're messaging me on Sunday like about how many grams of avocado I you can swap out for olive oil, like Google is a beautiful fucking thing.
Yeah, yeah. So Teddy Weaver asks how many shows each of us have competed in. I think for the last weekend, 13 total for
Yeah,
me.
I think I'm at like 17, 17 or
Oh
something.
fuck, man. God
I mean,
damn.
I think so because I did the two OCB shows, then the two MPC, two MPC, two MPC collegiates, the one the week before collegiates, and then the Philly and junior. Yeah, I think like probably 15, 16. I guess I just
Yeah, it's a lot. Teddy,
something
how
like
many have you competed in?
I think he's actually probably I think he's gonna do his first one.
Is this your client?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's
Oh,
somebody,
cool.
but he
I
hasn't
didn't
competed
uh
yet.
I didn't mean to glaze over Bostonian girl, but we had her laughing before, and she was something we were talking about with regards to the coach client non-negotiables.
Oh, oh.
She resonated with.
Oh, yeah, no, Teddy hasn't. He's a young kid. Started a bit ago, but I don't know. Maybe like he'll probably do something like Big Cat in a year or so. Or, but but Milf Lover asked a question here. He said, "How do you feel about people doing their first prep and amateur show coming out of it thinking they're qualified to become an online coach handling PED protocols and various clients with various health issues like diabetes?" It's actually a good question.
So, what was the question after like the obvious answers that he gave?
How how do you feel about people doing their first prep,
Oh, okay. And
coming
then
out
they're a coach,
thinking they're a
and they're
qualified coach
right.
to handle PED protocols and
Oh,
various issues?
there's nothing else to think. It's just you know what we think every time we see it. Like somebody pop it up on their Instagram or like they're talking about it at the gym or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
you know, Steve and I are beyond those people being like our competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, he
so I
said that
don't
was
have.
at he was said that was at somebody in particular. Yo, just
Oh,
message us both on Instagram.
don't be a pussy. Just put it up in the chat. Actually,
Okay, never mind.
um,
Never mind.
but yeah, no, we don't think anything of it. We're just like, all right, another person that's an online coach that all I got to do to see if you're really an online coach or not is go check your tag photos. If you don't have anybody tagging you, you're obviously not a real coach. Like you probably have one or two clients, or you don't, and you just say you're a coach. So we don't think anything of it because that's how we
Oh,
feel.
yeah, I completely agree. Also, completely side note to Teddy. I when I had my call with him a bit ago, I told him about you for posing.
Oh, awesome.
So
Yeah.
so you're gonna be posing him next year.
Sweet. Happy
Yeah,
to do
Milf lover said he's
it.
such a yeah.
Got me.
So many
Uh,
of family reached out to me after my first show. What, about what, Jason? Yeah, I'll tell you what.
oh, probably for help with coaching, which like makes sense because they're not in the industry, they don't get it. But
No,
that's different. If you're
I,
being solicited, that's different than coming out and being like, oh
yeah.
hey everybody, like
I
want to help
also
out.
I also want to just give Jason a public shout out with you too on here because he's almost we're almost down about 40 pounds.
Oh fucking hell, good job,
And
Jason.
he's still 11, 12 weeks out from Big Cat. So he's absolutely fucking crushing it, man. Tell that kid how high to jump, he does it. No,
Oh, that's
again,
awesome.
just like to those coach client non-negotiables, sends his check-ins on time, never asks any shit, asks normal questions so he can learn and just does what you tell him. Like our cardio, it doesn't even there's no like eyes being batted. It's and you
Yeah, he
can
loves the shit, dude.
he
He
does,
loves
you
the
can
shit. That's
tell,
why.
man. And it's honestly it's contagious. So
Yeah, he's a good dude. I met Jason at Big Cat
yeah,
2022. We
yeah,
both did it.
he's awesome, man. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be doing it. So I'm excited because I
Yep.
already think he's almost at his best look yet,
I,
and he's
I
still got
gotta
more to
see.
go.
I gotta see. I'm gonna try to come to Big Cat. I don't. It depends on like what's going on in my life in October.
Of course.
Because obviously there's some work and everything going on, right? Um, but yeah, I mean, I would like to go because I got two people doing it.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, dude, if even if you're not there, they could just come to my room. I'll look at them.
Yeah,
We'll
no, I'm glad
FaceTime
that
you
they'll
and
be
all that.
there.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think they'll be there.
they can hang out with me and Alyssa, Tommy, Jason, and Bella are all doing it, so they can hang out with the four of them. It's all a good group of people, and yeah, well, they could all chill. I'll make sure I help them pump up and stuff, whatever you say.
Yeah, appreciate it.
It's their first show.
No, so Chris Pika. So this is like I don't know his
Oh,
fifth
okay, okay,
fifth
yeah,
year
yeah,
with me
okay,
or
yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
The other guy, yeah, it's his first show. It's Chris's friend.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I didn't yeah, but yeah, they can hang out with us. I'll take a look at them, whatever. If you're not there, obviously I'd love for you to come. Like I said, I got a room with two beds, so
Oh, we need to.
don't
Um,
don't play. I'll call the hotel right now.
I don't know if the two of us would fit in a king size bed together. Actually, though,
A
he's still
king?
light.
I don't know. Depend.
Shoulders would probably be touching. So
I mean, both of us are probably going to be 15, 20 pounds heavier by then too.
by then, yeah, you're right. Actually,
Yeah,
fuck.
so you'll be going on like 260. I'll probably be a good 250. Yeah, we're definitely not fitting. We're definitely not fitting.
I'm only up. I'm actually only 223 right now. I'm up 5 pounds from
Yeah,
Chicago.
yeah, good.
Dude, actually got my reverse diet today, and the food is like way higher than I was basically doing like maintenance. I was doing like 3,600 calories. I wrote my own little reverse. Now it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
4,700 calories. I'm like, fuck.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna get fat real quick.
No.
No, 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 I know. But my face is already filling out. I'm like fucking 5 days post show, dude. It's ridiculous. Not
Yeah,
even.
well, the water and all that. You still got some of the tan too. You can see it like on
Oh,
your neck.
dude, I'm so dark. Are you kidding me? I'm fucking gonna be
Yeah,
covered in tan forever.
see it.
Well, I still had 10 on me from Indy, so it like double stuck to me. You know what I mean?
Who
I
tanned
don't
you
know.
at Chicago?
Uh,
Pro tan?
Hot spot. They use liquid
You told me.
sunrays, and
You
like
told me
liquid
that.
sunrays is like the
The
darkest shit, dude.
it's
Like
it.
it
I love
doesn't
that
come
shit.
off.
I love
It's
that
really
shit.
good. Yeah, liquid sunrays is really good. They're all pretty good now. Even ice got better. I won't lie.
Dude, me and you were both shocked at Atlantic States.
Yeah, they
Matt,
did good.
yeah, they did good on
And
everybody. I was
and
any
universe.
universe, yeah. They stepped their game. Honestly, they probably fucking had to because like Protein and Liquid Sunrays kill it, dude.
They're so good. Yeah,
Uh,
they'll get anybody to the right color.
yeah,
Um, yeah. When I used ice in 2022 for Easterns, they were awful.
bro, they were
And
so.
like I even told them I was like, I'll pay for more coats, and they were like, no, we're not going to give you any more tan.
Yeah. Who has? Oh, okay. So for the tan. So when you're at your leanest point on stage and the lights are bright, the tan helps obviously darken your skin. So the judges, the audience, you. your lines, your level of conditioning is more visible for the judges to see your muscle more.
Yeah, the lights are so friggin' bright
Oh,
that
it's
it
like a
washes me
sauna.
out.
Oh yeah.
Is so Bostonian gal, your client, is she gonna are you gonna compete anytime soon or
She's not. No, no, no. No.
no? Just okay, just
No,
curious.
it's so you pop more. Yes, exactly.
Exactly, yeah, you probably
I've only used Olympian. Who does Olympian tans? Is that at the PH?
Olympia. That's yeah, at the PO shows. They're fantastic. So
Okay.
they actually did Indy. They were at Indy. They did great. They helped me out actually because um after prejudge at Indy, there was a farmers market next to the venue, and I was sweating out there. It was hot, and my tanning was ruined. So I messaged Mike Verano. I was like, "Hey, dude, like I don't know who to talk to. Like, what do I do?" And he's like, "Here, just text the owner." So I texted the owner, and he was like, "Yeah, what's the scoop?" And I told him, he's like, "Yeah, take a shower, come back at like 3 o'clock. We'll take care of you." And
They
perfect.
did.
I looked great. Yeah, it looked
That's
awesome
good.
that night.
The good thing too is like there's not so many people at the PA shows, so you get like your due time with the tanning. Like if you don't have to rush to get touched up and glazed and all that backstage, which is I think very important. What the hell did my father say? I fractured my back and sciatic nerve pain, which makes my legs go numb and shoulder problems from powerlifting. Are my gym days over? Yeah, but you can use code Norman or code SMIT on modern aminos and just overdose on BPC.
And just inject it directly into your spinal cord. It'll
Yeah,
be okay.
or your teeth.
No, definitely don't do any of that.
Don't do that now.
I can't tell if he's serious or not,
I,
but
I can't either. That's the problem. Are you
but
enough
if
lover?
if if you are serious, no, you're not done at all. Like even my PT, this dude out here in Long Island, Dr. SK Suraj Kapoor, he's a fucking man. He similar thing, like really fucked up his back to the point where like he had nerve issues, like couldn't bend, and now he's fucking, just training like normal. Yeah, dude, like dead serious. There is always hope. Unless you're like paralyzed, there's absolutely always hope. I would highly recommend you get. Actually, if you want, I'll send you SK stuff because he does online PT, and I have one of my clients using him who has a back injury. Like he's actually amazing. He will help you for sure. But if that's not your jam online, definitely find a good PT that specializes in back injuries because you'll be back, dude, for sure.
I'm in a
Doctor
wheelchair
said
at
I
the time.
don't.
I think.
If I don't stop going hard at the gym, yeah, no, but that's the thing. Doctors don't understand that the body needs to be rehabbed. Like you need to be in the gym getting stronger, not staying away from the gym. Like unless of
Yeah,
course there's something like, I'm not aware of here. You should absolutely be working with a PT to be getting
a
stronger.
100%. I'm starting PT for my. I told you that. I'm gonna just go to the PT mat. I'm gonna use this for my other leg. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just because I feel my right leg now and it's getting sore again like normal. And in my head it's getting more sore than my left and I already know that that tendon has what 20-30% compromise. So I'm just like I want to start to get the dry needling consistent every week, the stim blasted on there just to help, especially at 32 like my legs are coming back. I want to compete again in a year. It's at 32, bro, our bodies are different than fucking 3 years ago, 5 years ago. So he said
Yeah.
probably the vigorous ego lifting.
Yeah, I mean, we all did it at one point, dude. Don't beat
Bro,
yourself up.
did we
Yeah.
fucking ever, bro? Oh my god. There was no rhyme or reason that I ever was deadlifting 700 pounds. There was just no reason for it. There wasn't, bro. Like,
There's really almost no bodybuilding purpose for that.
no, fuck no. It just was fucking cool. And
Yeah.
it released a ton of fucking anxiety and a ton of fucking demons to a lot of sniffing of ammonia and a lot of death metal.
Damn, man. I haven't used smelling salts in years. I used to use them like
It,
crazy,
it
actually.
it's been the last time I used them was my last prep when my dad at 2 weeks out made me squat 5 plates on the safety bar for 8 reps.
I swapped out the smelling salts for joints and zins.
Yeah. I don't really know what I swapped them out for yet. Um
Being straight edge.
no, 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 clearly not. I just fucking pinned master on him my fucking ass earlier. But um yeah. No, not Zins. Not yet. Maybe I'll need them in prep. Like you and Matt did. You both said they helped, and You guys are two of my closest
Yeah, now
people,
I'm
so
addicted. Fucking sucks, addicted.
maybe I don't need them then. Maybe I don't need them. But yeah, I didn't see any more questions.
I
This was
was
really
inning Chicago, prejudging a night.
hey, bro, when you FaceTimed me, your cheek was like this.
Get out of here. No, it wasn't. You can't even tell. I've had one in this whole time too.
No, I saw you put one in though, and it was like right here, and then I
That's
think,
fine.
yeah, I remember it. You can see it down here. But I know Matt said they helped him. I know you said they helped you. I've seen some people post them on Instagram too.
Yeah, they're also refreshing.
Yeah, you're really selling me, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a Zen salesman. Must change from software to nicotine.
Sorry,
All right.
Zen code.
All right, man. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna go hang out with the family before the kids go to bed.
All right, bro.
All right, man.
Thank
Thanks
you,
everybody for
everybody.
joining.
Oh, hey, V. I I didn't even see the end of there.
Hey, Vienna. What's up, kid?
Say hi to Uncle Matt. Say hi.
Hi.
What'd you say? You knocked on the door. I'm sorry, I had my headphones in. Dude. I know you're in here now. um, what was I gonna say, bro? Oh, dude, did you see that girl that was asking us questions? What the fuck?
Ooh,
That Bosnian girl or some shit?
no.
Yeah, well, the one that was asking us the questions. You said like when she was asking
Oh,
us
the
about,
Bostonian or whatever. Is that
yeah,
your
dude.
client?
No.
Oh, oh,
She just put in there. She's like, she's put in the chat like, oh, I'm gonna set up a call to be a new client.
oh. All right.
I was like, okay. I'm full, dude. That kid Teddy started with me like I don't know, maybe come here, like 4 months ago. And bro, like crazy story. Like obviously, keep it between us. This kid paid me in like February before I started with the setter and all that. And then he had like a death in the family or something. And he asked me if like, hey Steve, listen, I know I just paid, and I'm like, yeah, dude. So like he just resumed like
I was
6 weeks
just
ago, like 5, 6 weeks ago. Did you hear her? And like I just paused his payment on PayPal so it didn't come out again for 3 more months. And like I told him like we could just backdate the dates because like I think his sister, somebody died. I don't know,
Oh my
something
god.
something it wasn't something happened, like somebody passed away and he was like, dude, I just need to get my head clear. And the guy Dino I know down here sent him. And I think I told you about him, the guy who helped us get the house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and like I know if he sends me somebody, they're good.
Yep.
And like I was like, dude, don't even worry about it, man. He's a young kid. He's like 23, 24. He's got a really good build, but he asked me about posing, and I'm like, listen, it's one of my best friends, Matt. Like we work together, and we're so close. So I was like, we'll have him start your posing in the off season, to perfect it. So I'm gonna actually probably have him start with you in like the next couple months.
Yeah, whatever you need, man.
Yeah,
Happy to help.
you just have to let me know what you want me to tell them, like for pricing.
Also, I'll send you my pricing. I have it all set up, and just tell them I'll knock